I'm Lucrezia. This is Amped. Coming up today, Kylie is back, and this time she's a Greek goddess. Green Day, the musical American Idiot, opens on Broadway. Ayaz tells us more about his duet with Miley Cyrus, and Goodshot explain the trickery behind their latest video. But first, a look at this week's music news, and Cheryl Cole is one of a bunch of singers who've seen their personal fortunes rocket. Shezza's has apparently gone up by 150%, a lot to do with her success on The X Factor, which has also had a knock-on effect for her band Girls Aloud. They're now worth around 30 million quid. That's a lot of fake tan and hair extensions. But topping the chart of young musician millionaires under 30 jointly are Charlotte Church, Catherine Jenkins and Leona Lewis. They're worth a cool 11 million each. Next, mourners turned out in North London to give Malcolm McLaren a proper send-off. Best known as manager of punk band The Sex Pistols, McLaren died 2 weeks ago, aged 64, from a rare form of cancer. His coffin, which was led through the streets, was spray-painted with the words, "Too fast to live, too young to die," the name of his shop on London's King's Road in the 1970s. Mourners at the private funeral service included his ex-partner Dame Vivienne Westwood and Sir Bob Geldof. To Hollywood and to another punk legend, this time Patti Smith. She received top honours at the 27th annual ASCAP Awards.
It's a flattering thing and it's very gratifying, but it's also, you know, we're all a chain, you know, we all help one another, you know, hopefully we can inspire the new guard. I salute the old guard, and I'm happy to be thought of in those terms. Of course, I don't think of myself in those terms, but it's really nice to have that kind of recognition.
Other winners on the night included Jason Mraz, who got the Song of the Year prize for his massive hit, I'm Yours, although he reckons he had no idea it would be a chart topper.
I thought it might be a nursery rhyme or something when I finished it. I knew it had a certain charm, but I never expected the whole world to listen in. So I think it was the right message at the right time.
Katy Perry also showed up. She didn't win anything, but who cares? We just wanted to know about her and Russell Brand's big day.
It's gonna be under the ocean now.
Funny, did you and Russ come up with that together? Still to come. Green Day hit Broadway.
Man, her voice, my voice clashed together.
Ayaz on Miley, and hanging around with Goodshot. But first, little Kylie had a big announcement this week. Her new album is set to come out in the summer, and it's apparently all dance, 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 but not techno, techno, techno.
I definitely wouldn't mind going back to my roots for a little bit.
She went from pop princess to showgirl. Now Kylie Minogue is back, this time as a Greek goddess. She's announced details of her new album, which is called Aphrodite. Set for release this summer, it sees the pint-sized diva get back to her dance floor roots. And here's a sneak preview of what's to be the first single, All the Lovers. Kylie says this track gives her goosebumps, and we reckon the fans might be feeling the same. Aphrodite will be her 11th studio album. At the helm, producer extraordinaire Stuart Price, the man behind Madonna's Confessions on a Dance Floor. And lending a hand with songwriting, a few other famous names, including Jake Shears from the Scissor Sisters, Keane's Tim Rice-Oxley, and for a second time round, Calvin Harris.
It's kind of classic dance Kylie, really. I don't think there's any need to stray away from that too much.
Harris last worked with Kylie on her 2007 album X, her first after overcoming breast cancer. She's since been awarded an OBE, gone on to stage 2 world tours, and last year performed a string of live shows in America for the first time ever. To this day, the Aussie singer is one of the most successful solo artists ever, selling over 60 million records worldwide. That figure's bound to rise when Aphrodite is released on July the 5th. Next, Green Day have gone all Andrew Lloyd Webber as they branch into musicals. Their stage show, American Idiot, based on the songs of Green Day, has opened on Broadway and the band were there to celebrate. Fans of cult rockers Green Day lined New York's Great White Way as the band turned out to celebrate the opening night of their musical. After months of production and rehearsals, American Idiot finally made its Broadway debut. Based on the music of Green Day, the show follows the lives of young Americans in a post-9/11 era. Mike, Trey and Billy Joe all seem pretty proud of their baby.
This is a collaboration that most artists dream of.
Yeah.
And it's come to fruition, you know, in the most incredible way, and the most artistic and natural way.
They weren't the only celebs on the red carpet. Showing his support was actor Paul Rudd, along with more unexpected punk fans Donald Trump and Whoopi Goldberg.
I know it's hard to believe, but I do like Green Day. I like them a lot.
And while it was a change for Green Day, having other singers performing their songs, the band did get a chance to go on stage, if only to join the cast for the curtain call. Now, here on Amped, we're used to all sorts of weird, but how about this for a collaboration? Ayaz and Miley Cyrus. He stormed the UK singles chart with his debut track Replay. Now the future's looking even brighter for R&B star in the making Ayaz. Next month sees a release of his second single, Solo, and it's not the only thing the British Virgin Islander has to look forward to. Not only will he be performing on the Oprah Winfrey Show, he's done a duet with tween Miley Cyrus. Now that we can't wait to hear.
I'm supposed to be on the show, and we did a song together that's supposed to be for the show. So we did this show, we did a song together, and that song is amazing. I didn't even think we could get it pulled off, but man, her voice, my voice clashed together. It's a crazy song.
And if you too were thinking Ayaz and Miley Cyrus, not such an obvious choice.
I just like to be different. I don't like to do things that people would think of, you know what I'm saying? So if I was to put a feature on Replay or Solo, who would you put? If you would put a Replay Solo?
Can't think of one, but we'll leave the music making up to you, Ayaz. In the meantime, looking forward to that Miley hookup. No, seriously, we can't wait. Almost at the end. Before we go, here's how Goodshot managed to do this in their video for their latest single, The Way My Heart Beats.
The other three members of the band just had to hold the other person's feet. Just like, and
Steve is lying.
Yeah, it was a scaffold. A very strange sensation, but I'd recommend it.
Yeah, if there's any camera tricks in videos or TV that you can't figure out, it's usually scaffolding that's been there.
And a guy from Newcastle.
Did you get quite a rush of blood to the head though? Was that a bit weird or good?
Well, you can sort of see it, I think, in the video. You can see the pressure. I mean, I suffer from bulging veins anyway, so I think I had one there that was really.
I was getting a bit worried.
Going into overdrive. Yeah, it was odd.
We had these.
It looks quite nice.
What were they called? What were they called? Something boots. The
what?
The things that we strap to our feet.
Well, it was just
a special name, like space boots or something.
Just went around there.
Gravity boots.
Well, right, and there was a big hook, and you hooked the hook on the pole, and then you're upside down like a bat.
If you the last shot in the video, like after I've chucked away the guitar, I look pretty rough in that. Yeah. Like that's, I think we'd done that was like after a minute and a half or 2 minutes of being upside down, and you can just see all the. I'm red. I'm pretty red now as well, but that's because of these lights.
And finally, we bring you news that Pete Doherty has apparently moved back to London and is living in Camden, the same borough as Amy Winehouse. Well, that settles it. I know where I'm going tonight. See you next time, hopefully.